everybody. Welcome to Just a Point of View. It's a podcast, it's a video cast where we dive into ideas that spark joy and growth and success while chasing happiness fiercely. And I hope you'll come along for the adventures. I'm Denise Reed, your host, and today we're exploring imagination. It's a superpower for business leaders. Let's say you're juggling client meetings, strategic decisions for your team, and presenting with polish, but imagination can truly set you apart. It's not just for artists, it's for executives who want to innovate, to solve problems, and find fulfillment. So let's unpack how imagination fits into your world and why it's key to chasing happiness fiercely. You might think that imagination is a luxury when you're buried in KPIs and preparing for high-stakes client meetings, but let me tell you, it's your edge. Imagination is the spark behind every game-changing business. Think of companies like Apple or Airbnb. They didn't just follow the trends, they imagined new possibilities. In fact, a Harvard Business Review study found that 70% of top performing companies thrive because their leaders prioritize creative problem solving. So let me share a story. A few years after I purchased the Concierge Office Suites, I wanted our brand to become a registered trademark. The company was originally the Concierge level, which did not really emphasize the fact that our brand was focused on our office space and our location. It's location, location, location. It's part of your branding when you pick a location for your business, especially if you consider who your clients perceive you to be and the kind of professionalism you want to exude. And that's why we wanted to make sure that our name reflected the fact that we were real estate. See, people didn't get the concept from reading our company name. And the best part is we had been merging the concierge concept into how we functioned. In fact, our brand didn't just reflect it, it was built around the office spaces. It took a bit of imagination to put the concept of office spaces with the concierge mindset to build the trademark, the Concierge Office Suites, into a soon-to-be 30-year-old company. For you, imagination could mean seeing beyond the data and anticipate market shifts, or create a unique value of a combination of things like a concierge service and an office space. It's disciplined creativity with focused, strategic, and aligned with your goals imagination. So whether you're in a boardroom or on a virtual call, imagination helps you lead with vision. Your takeaway should be imagination drives innovation by helping you see what could be. It's a strategic tool, not a distraction for solving complex problems. Examples would be Steve Jobs imagined the iPhone as a lifestyle, not just a device. It's just saying. So here are some practical ways that you can spark your own imagination. So here we go. I know you're busy, and between client meetings and strategic planning, how do you make time for imagination? That's what we're all asking. It's easier than you think. Here are 3 practical ways to spark it without losing focus. So here goes. Create space for what if thinking. Now, this is huge. I've used several times over the years in owning my own company. So block about 10 minutes a week for blue sky brainstorming. No agenda, just ask, what's one thing I can change if there were no limits? And I do this in my own office, and it's led to some of my best ideas for how to move forward, or how could I switch up a service that would meet the need of a potential client. So here's idea 2: seek diverse inspiration. Maybe you need to read a book outside of your industry or talk to someone with a different perspective. I once got a breakthrough idea for a client pitch from a podcast that didn't have anything to do with office space. So think about that for your own idea. It's about sparking new connections. Okay, here's idea 3. Are you ready? In private client meetings, you might want to sketch out a wild concept on a notepad or a whiteboard. It's low risk, and it gets the creative juices. It's more than brainstorming. Just think about how it could flow to create that perfect opportunity for either your team or your clients. Just saying. So now, presenting these imaginative ideas professionally is key. You're in front of discerning clients, so pair your vision with data and purpose. For example, I emerged with social media marketing for the concierge office suites. In fact, we started hosting monthly idea factory sessions to invite the public in to learn how to set up their Facebook page or LinkedIn profiles. It was a lot of fun for me, especially because I was really excited about these emerging trends in 2008. And I actually, at that time, had a local 4-year college professor come in, and I was telling him about how excited I was about social media and how it was building connections with people and what I was doing with it. And he said, the business department just couldn't find an ROI for social media. Now, who has the last laugh is what I want to know at the local college about the return on investment in social media. In fact, they're using it now. And our business concierge team is now emerging into AI. And I've been validated this week as a trendsetter as we move our content and services to meet this new market trend for our executives, our evolved entrepreneurs, and our basically professionals that do business with us. So I'm going to be excited to launch and share what we're learning about AI. In fact, Forbes says 85% of executives value creative leadership that delivers practical outcomes. So frame your ideas as stories and make stakeholders see the future of your imagining. Here's a quick tool. Are you ready? Grab your pens and pieces of paper, because I'm always about practical problem solving on every episode of Just a Point of View. So here's an idea. It's called Scamper, and the framework goes like this. It stands for substitute, combine, adapt, modify, and put to another use, eliminate, or reverse. So ask the question using this Scamper framework: what can I eliminate from my process to save time? Or how can I adapt a competitor's strategy? It's a structured way to channel imagination into results. So I'll say it again in case you're writing it down. Scamper: substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, or eliminate, or reverse, and ask those questions about what you're exploring. So your key takeaways here is to schedule 10 minutes weekly for an unstructured what if thinking session. Just brainstorm some ideas about what you're thinking about. Apply the Scamper methodology. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, or reverse. And then possibly present ideas with data and polish to win some stakeholder trust. That's an opportunity for you to use your imagination for sure. Okay, let's just stop talking about business altogether and let's tie this into chasing happiness fiercely, because that's what I'm just saying. Imagination isn't just about business wins. It's about staying fulfilled. Leading can feel relentless, endless decisions, high pressure meetings. But when you imagine new possibilities, you're creating, not just managing. And that's where the joy lives. I've had moments where imagining a new way to serve clients, like rethinking a presentation to feel more human, to reignite my own passion. It's like a bridge between work and personal happiness. In fact, curiosity keeps you engaged and reduces burnout and reminds you why you do this. That's all important because you need to have purpose to find your joy. Just saying. So try this next time you're in a quiet moment and maybe prepping for a client call, and ask, how could this project make a bigger impact? Let that question guide you. It's not about having all the answers. It's about staying open to the possibilities. And that's what imagination is. It's about the possibilities, the opportunity, the knock on the door of opportunity for sure. So here's some key takeaways. Imagination fuels purpose, and it makes leadership more fulfilling. Curiosity is a leadership superpower that sparks joy for sure as we chase happiness fiercely. And small imaginative exercises can lead to big personal and professional breakthroughs if you practice this habit of chasing happiness fiercely. So that's a wrap on today's Just a Point of View. Imagination can be your superpower. Use it to innovate, to solve problems, and chase happiness fiercely most of all. So this week, try one big thing. Block off that 10 minutes for a what if session, or use the Scamper framework. Share your ideas on social media with hashtag Just a Point of View, because I would love to hear them, or consider leaving your SpeakPipe commentary on how you have used imagination to propel yourself forward. You might get featured on social media or on a future episode, depending upon what you share. I can't wait to get your feedback either in the comments around my videocast/podcast, or by sharing my videocast with others in your circles. And I can't wait to see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.